More headlines blaming the Fed for the worst U.S. stock market rout since February.
I think the Fed is making a mistake. They're so tight. I think the Fed has gone crazy. So you could say that, well, that's a lot of safety, actually, and it is a lot of safety, and it gives you a lot of margin. But I think the Fed has gone crazy.
Kevin Cerruti, slowly going loco in Washington, D.C., joins us now, Bloomberg chief Washington correspondent. Kevin, get us up to speed. I can't keep up.
Well, Jonathan, this is something that the president has criticized the Federal Reserve on for several months. And in fact, during the campaign, he called for an audit of the Federal Reserve, something that many folks within the administration have been at odds with him on. But it could be something that he potentially raises within the next couple of weeks. Meanwhile, it comes following the Dow loss yesterday, 831 points. But Secretary of Treasury Steven Mnuchin saying that the economy is still strong. Let's pull up what he said, because he says that the fundamentals of the economy are still strong. He says, quote, fundamentals of the economy continue to be extremely strong. I think that's why the stock market has performed as well as it has. The fact that there's somewhat of a correction is not particularly surprising. So meanwhile, President Trump, for his part, also increasingly critical of the central bank, and even went so far as much during one point to say that he thinks it's good, actually. It's a correction that we've been waiting for a long time. That yesterday during a campaign-style speech. Now, the administration is pointing to that 48-year unemployment low, and they're also pointing to the tax burden that they feel that they've lifted from the tax cuts, but Democrats trying to pounce, saying.
So it's interesting, but they failed to mention that a lot of this economic growth is due to debt creation, and basically now that the Fed is finally having to raise interest rates because you can't keep them at zero, they're now going to blame the Fed, but all that the Trump administration has done is increase debt. They increased government spending, and they lowered taxes for corporations. So as we pile on debt, obviously interest rates are going to go up because it's just a riskier. The U.S. is not going to be seen as stable, and so people buying the bonds are going to want a higher rate of return. So I never expect Trump to take responsibility, but I mean, at the same time, it is not 100% his fault because you can't have a bull market forever. And he's right, the correction was going to happen. So let's see what continues. But yeah, I'm not surprised that Trump is going to blame other people. But like I said, I don't think it's 100% his fault. We're coming into almost a 10-year bull market, and interest rates can't stay at zero forever. Let me know your thoughts on this, and I will talk to you soon.